Alright, it looks like I'm live. Sorry I'm late. I was dinking around. I didn't realize time had already passed. So, my apologies. I was thinking I had all the time in the world, and I did not. Okay. Let me get over to camera's crooked, maybe? Okay, that's better. To Facebook, or not Facebook, oh my god. To YouTube, so I can see things the way you guys see them. Okay. So, I didn't come on last night because I had been up like more than a day and a half, almost 2 days. And I finally felt tired. I wanted to go to sleep. And so I skipped it. And I'm sorry about that. I didn't want to come on, but I didn't want to be a gibbering idiot for it. But I was sitting in my desk doing the bobblehead thing, bobblehead hacks. Alright, I'm almost there. So there's our semi-finished creepy journal. We're about there. I'm going to add in some trim tonight. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Carla. I'm just waiting. There we go. It's the menopause thing. I have the hardest trouble getting to sleep. So when it's time, it's time. So before I start working on this, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. I'm not sure where my Stephen King, it's either Rules or Rocks button that I got for the front of the journal is. I also ordered, I didn't realize I ordered 2 of the Amityville, so we'll give one away eventually. So I got the Get Out Amityville button. And then I got They're Coming to Get You, Barbara. And I got a little tiny one of this. Who knows what that's from? Kind of shiny. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So yeah, I have an extra Amityville button. Not sure how that happened. We're going to add those, I think, to the spine because we're mostly done with the book. So, let's see about. And then we'll add on the Stephen King one when I find it. I have the basket I used last year. I'm not going to stick it through the spine. What I'm doing is, and maybe this is, I need a pokey thing. I'm just running it through the threads. If I can get it to, maybe I'm putting it, there we go. So there's one. And I'd like to line the whole spine with buttons eventually. I'm just trying to run this smaller one through the middle thread. And I'm not having any luck. So I'm going to pull it out some. You can do this. Maybe. Maybe you can do this. Nope, still no. The answer is still no. I got it. Yay. Okay. Hey, Janice. So the little one is it's the wallpaper print from the hotel, or it's the carpet. It's the carpet where he rides his big wheel. That's what that one is from The Shining. And then we're gonna put the Amityville one on here. Now I know when I stick this through the middle here, it's probably gonna. I want to get it through all three if I can on this one, which I did. Now good luck getting that shut fastened. Come on, Amy, you can do this. Okay, there we go. And then we've got the Amityville Get Out button. When we find our Stephen King's rocks. So I'll keep my eye out for more buttons. I bought these from the same shop. These are from... Oh, did I keep the thing? I'm terrible at these things. And I just took my trash out. Red rum. I know I need a red rum button, right? I'm trying to get, the other one I have says Stephen King, either Rules or Rocks. So we'll put that here, and then we'll try and get some other movies. But yeah, we could use a red rum button, right? Let me bop real quick over to my Etsy. And I love her creepy face on the cover. I'm loving that on the screen. Okay, let's go to my purchases. Maybe we're getting there. Yeah, I want to see stuff. Purchases and reviews. I'm surprised it's not harassing me for reviews, because stuff came in the mail today. I don't like that they're harassing you now. I'm always timely with my reviews, but I don't like it when they're like, you need to do this right now. Like it pops up on the screen and it's intrusive and stuff like that. So this is from a store called Big Mean Punk. And their prices are reasonable. There are a lot of stores that sell. So I ordered these three from the same shop because it's cheaper in shipping that way. But if you want to get any of these buttons for yourself for any reason, there's the link to the shop. They had quite a selection, but those were the only three I really, really liked. So I will look other days. I could probably order a couple more before my next sale. And then on my next sale, I'll order like 3 or 4, and that should fill up the rest of this spine. I just thought it a fun way to dress out the spine, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Fri-Yay. I know there's a couple other lives on, so we probably won't have very many people in tonight. Plus, people are probably tired from, Johnny was live at the same time having a sale as else. So there's probably people like, I am shopped out. And then, people often have plans on Friday. It's a thing. I think I might sneeze. Hold on a second, ladies. Could be bad. Could be a bad thing. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That was the wrong thing to do. Don't want to push. Oh, that button's okay. Don't want to push all the button. Okay. I'm just a button pushing maniac. Sometimes my computer does not want to close down tabs, and I don't understand. They're like, no, we're not leaving that website. We like it. We stay. And then later, like, why is this tab still open? I closed that tab. I know I did. And then you feel crazy. And you might be. But not about that. So yeah, so we got 3 buttons so far. Oh, I was in Dee Dee's stream the other night, Dee Dee Willingham. The other morning, super early, because she's on like way early for me. And she was offering collage fodder boxes. Hi, she said collage fodder, and my little ears perked up and went, what? She was selling them for $20, and half of that was shipping, so she got less than half of the $20 I sent. I thought we'd look in here and see what was in here. This is Dee Dee Willingham stuff. Now, I know it's not like images like I use for the magazines. I think it's a lot of scrapbooking. I think she said there's some wallpaper and probably some It is crammed so full I can barely get my fingers in there. Let me just try and pull some. Okay, here we go. We're getting some chunks. But you know what I thought? I thought scraps of joy. Oh my God, there's a whole thing in here. A stack of quotes. So we'll have a look at it, and then we'll start putting stuff back in here, because I'm a lunatic. And other people's junk is always the best, right? As long as it's not your junk. Not that I don't love my junk, because I do. But there's like a chipboard S. Look, it's a raven. We might use that. Okay, now we're going to make it's a Halloween worthy. It's a Halloween worthy. Probably don't need the S for Halloween. Unless it's S for spooky. Well, I kind of dig that. I could color that, huh? That's cool. Did everybody have a good end to the week? Carly, did you run screaming from the 4-letter word? Oh, here's some little, they look almost like woodblock stamps of bunnies. Is she the one with the bunny thing, or is that somebody else? Maybe that's bunnies. Maybe that's Gail Augustinelli. That's the bunny person. That's for scream. There you go. Or scary. So bunnies, I'm gonna put those back I'm gonna put them in the box pile, because that's, I suppose they could be creepy. I don't find bunnies particularly. Ooh, pencils and erasers. That's definitely for collage fodder. I like that lady. I think I want to leave her out. Oh yeah, I remember that. Here's some pictures of tags. Christmas tags. Okay, so that's Christmas stuff. So let's make a pile for that. Christmas is coming up. Oh, it's fun little sticky notes. It's a whole pad of, or most of a pad anyway. I don't know how many were in there originally. 30 maybe. So that's a whole pad. Those are fun. Okay, we're gonna leave those out. Vellum quotes. I think I have some of these. Let's see. Silent, soft, and slow. Descends the snow. Oh, that's pretty fun. Okay. We can do anything we want if we stick to it long enough. Daffodils come before the swallows dare, and take the winds of March with beauty. Shakespeare. Okay, so we're going to definitely leave these out and put those in the Scraps of Joy bucket right away. Okay. So I want to keep the pencils out for Scraps of Joy right away, and we'll do the quotes. Hey, Kristen and Amber, how you doing? This is, I was watching Dee Dee Willingham, and I gave in like nobody's business. This is some kind of weird sack. I think it's made out of Christmas wrap. It is. So it's a Christmas wrap sack. We'll put that in the Christmas pile. Map stuff. I need to just bring this box over. Ooh, I just threw something on the floor. That's how much I respect the Dee Dee Willingham box. I threw it right on the floor. Oh, look at that. It's all silver and shiny. We need that for Scraps of Joy. It's another awesome day in paradise, minus the paradise. Sarcastic. I like it. Piece of pink burlap. Boy, more heart doilies. That's what I need. Hey, one of those bridge core pads. Let's put that in Scraps of Joy. Some art journal cards, it looks like. A to-do list. I have 8 million of those. Hey, it's a giant wooden thingamabobber. That's a cassette tape. It's like I think it's a piece of scrapbook paper. I get a Tim Holtz, people. Oh, there's a little bit of painted, just extra stuff. Hey, there's the Tim Holtz finger. We can give everybody the finger. Some very tiny pieces in here. That's how you felt at work today? Giving everybody the finger? I hope you just did it mentally. Party invitation. Okay, I won't use these. So maybe we'll make somebody else might like a pile. It's some kind of passporty thing. It's a little booklet. That's cool. I like the cover. It's a Daphne's Diary thing. Ooh, those are nice. Typewriter-y type stuff. Birds. I won't use that. No, the other one. Well, you know, a finger's a finger if it's all in intent. That could be good for fall, right? Or we could just cut out the antlers. We've done that before. So maybe we'll keep that out for something. I've had that before. I had this chipboard set. Flowers. Another little bitsy thing. It's a happy face. Fruit. And I think that's supposed to be a bird. I don't know. It's different. I don't know. Oh, I see. It is a bird. But it's like a. They're weird. I kind of like them. A little piece of extra schmutz. Those are fun. I'll have to cut them out and use them. They're not exactly my jam, but they're just weird enough. Some fruit stickers. Okay, those are kind of fall-y. Pumpkins and sunflowers and apples. Okay. These are from a book. Oh, and there's a little round taggy thing. All right, we gotta do this faster. This will take us all night at this rate. There's a tiny little butterfly. Get in there. Y'all came out of there. You can all go back in. Creepy Tim Holtz baby. See the world. Tiny airmail stuff. Let's see. These are chipboard pieces. Get the word out. Piece of a watch. Let's see. Oh, that's like already the start of a cluster of some sort, I think. Yeah, they're hot glued together. So that's the start of a cluster. Oops, I'm throwing stuff everywhere. A partially colored seashell. The letter E. Special delivery, a little tag. We're just looking for stuff that we're going to pull out for either creepy stuff, stamped pieces. Bravery is the capacity to perform properly even when scared half to death. Omar N. Bradley. I got Dee Dee handwriting. Patience is a virtue that I do not have. Hey, Christine. Yep, E for eek. More Tim Holtz creepy people. I know they're not all meant to be creepy, but they're all kind of creepy. There's like a plasticky flowery thing. And 44-cent special. I don't think you can buy anything for 44 cents anymore. So quaint. Oh, this is 1914. Some scrapbooking scraps. Look, that's cute. A bunny with an ice cream cone. See, he's not creepy at all. Maybe. Okay, let's get those back in the box. What else do we got in here? Boy. R, London number 2. That's like a summary kind of thing. Well, I might use scraps of joy. The most perfect trade wild animal act in the world. We could say grandkids for sure. Some paint chips. Oh, those are cute little ones. Okay, we might put those. I'm pulling out stuff for immediate use and then stuff that I'll use. Oh, the number 6. Today it's brought to you by the number 6, apparently. Stuff that a little star is still blingy. Tickies. Collage. That's got to go in scraps of joy. And my crafty journal at work today. Today's page meme was 30s book cover with a sweet looking girl. And the title was, "When will this bullshit be over?" I used a coffee dye while you were out phone. Oh, nice. I love those little phone message pads. They're so fun. They're really good collage fodder, but they're also fun to just fill out with weird things and put in stuff. Okay, I'm going to keep the paint chips out. There's else could have used these bees a short while ago. It's just a strip of white paper. I think I'm going to let that one go. No offense to Ms. Dee Dee. Sometimes weird shit winds up in your collage fodder boxes. Those are pretty. A little bit out of season for right now. A gold star. A white circle. That's probably a base for something. The flowers. I had this chipboard set at one point. Here's another. Yeah, this was a base. So I'm going to throw the base part away. Talk show. Watch. I know Dee Dee loves watches. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe we'll keep that out. Ooh, more paint chips. It's a crab with one arm. It's one arm, and this other arm's almost ripped off. Oh, we're going to have to put him in scraps of joy. He has to live forever. What do we call him? Carl the one-armed wonder crab? Marbles. Hey, look, I found some marbles. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Boobies. Some little stamped typewriters. Cool. This is my Dee Dee Willingham. This is her collage fodder box that she was selling for $20. And $10.40 of it went in shipping, so it was only a $10 box when you really get down to it. Little Mona Lisa stamps. It's a thingy. Oh, that's fun. It's collage fodder for sure. Ooh, polka dots. You know, I can't resist. Oh, I like that. Love you in the evening and underneath the moon. I'll probably cut that part off. It's obviously from some lovey-dovey crap. So nice. Oh, look, lovey-dovey crap. Okay, these are journaling cards. These might be, oh, they're little mini postcards. Flowermagazine.com. Oops. I love it, Janice. That's awesome. That's the best. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, that's like it's this thingy. It's a little punch. Go. There's just a random reinforcer. Another postcard. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Let's keep that out for collage fodder. I can't put it all out now, so I'm going through and just choosing out things that speak to me right now. Because I could go through this in 10 days and different stuff would speak to me. So every time I'm running low on some collage fodder, we will. Okay, we got some kind of circles going on in a bag here. Let's see what's happening. Ooh. Okay, some of them. Okay. Oh, they're punch outs from probably magazines. It's a ton of punched out circles. Okay, that's definitely a collage fodder thing, but let's put those back in the bag. Otherwise, we'll just have circles everywhere. Okay, and then we'll put that circle in there too. That's probably where it came from. Hey, there's like a blingy thingy, a sticker stuck on there. Hey, Beverly, how you doing? It's been a hot minute, so we'll save those out for Scraps of Joy. Oh my God, I got a whole bag of whatever. Oh, somebody take it away with the stick. It's Love Scatter. Oh, that goes right back in the box for now. Ooh. Save that stuff for around Valentine's Day. Oh, blue bling. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, we got some gold foil stuff. It's some kind of packaging, I think. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. The gold packaging is a little heavyweight for the current Scraps of Joy journal. But look at these foil papers. Okay, we'll keep those out for Scraps of Joy. Some more packaging. Ooh, fun. Okay, Scraps of Joy. Okay, let's shove these back in there for now. Oof. Some black cats. We'll keep those out. Some little tags. Those are a little precious, so probably first, not Halloween time in winter. We'll keep those in. Some corrugated cardboard. That's nice. That's a couple of good size sheets right there. Very nice. Okay. Slide those in the box. Home. I think this is supposed to be a little cluster. The perfect day. I don't think there's any such thing. Every day is possibly cute little birthday balloons. Oh, I love all the circusy, the fair type stuff. It just looks fun, even though going to the fair is like not a thing I would. Bingo card. 2 bingo cards. Pasadena at a glance. Some mappy poo. Oh, I love me some maps. A squished piece of tissue paper that's been dyed. Nice. Oh, that's pretty. It's been spritzed. A wonky heart. Let me scooch this stuff. This is the last of it, ladies, I promise. The word difference. Some rings. Some little stockings. You get the notifications after. Yeah. Well, I put this in early enough for a notification to be sent out, but I never hope that it's actually going to give you more paint chips. We'll put that over there. And more paint chips. Silver marlin. I love aspiring blue. What do you think it's aspiring to be? Green? Half sea fog. I love paint chip names. I do. Metropolis, Optimum Blue, Skinny Jeans. Oh my gosh. Another watch. A creepy bunny. What's this? It's just a little white piece of paper. We'll let that one go. And some of the smaller bits I'm gonna just let go. Because I make those. I don't need extras. And they'll just fall to the bottom of the basket. Let's see. Powdered lilac, washed denim, chili blue, like chili, like Uber, it's cold chili. You want to see whole sea fog? I know, right? Do you feel gypped a little bit? Just half sea fog. Where's the rest of it? We've been gypped. So look, we kept out a lot of the fodder. And I hate to say it, but part of the reason I bought this is to see what other people, you know, she's a well-known YouTuber, to see what other people send out for when I do my collage stuff, because I'm eventually going to, not eventually, soon. I have a few other things to take care of, and then I can tackle my huge, giant pile of collage stuff. So we've got about half the boxes still in there. And then we made a small Christmas pile, and then, so let's separate out what's going into Scraps of Joy and what could be used in the Halloween. That's, oh, I'm throwing stuff on the floor, guys. You can't leave me alone for 2 seconds. These are definitely, all these foil papers, that is for sure a Scraps of Joy thing. Blue bling, there's that pink and gold stamped. A lot of this is Scraps of Joy, but I know there were a couple of creepy things. I love colorful stuff too. Our one-armed wonder crab collage, that's definitely a Scraps of Joy thing. The number 6, a star. Okay, those could go in a creepy thing. Well, creepy. We could do a little bit in creepy and Scraps of Joy too. Stickers for Scraps of Joy. Tim Holtz people. The letter E. Okay, so most of this is actually for Scraps of Joy. There's another foil piece. Quotes. What do we got here? The word remember. Oh, the crow was the other super creepy. And the letter S for spooky. Okay, let me put all this in the Scraps of Joy bucket. You have a wow, that's a big envelope right there. That deer, he could go with Christmas, right? Okay, let me find him without throwing anything on the floor, Amy. Yeah, that is, you're right. We even that up a little bit, he could go in the Christmas pile, which we have a few things of off to the side over here. Okay, bunnies need to go back in the thing. And those we'll just let go of. We got to keep the word difference out. No, I like that word. Okay, so I'm going to put her box somewhere away, because then I'll find it in a month or two, and I'll be like, ooh, and we'll go through this all again. In the meantime, we can use this other pile in the Scraps of Joy. Guys, we are on Journal 7 for Scraps of Joy. And I have my Dee Dee Willingham fodder, right? Okay. And then I got something else today, but I don't know where I put it. Because it was that thing Johnny was showing. That, oh dear. And he could make an evil bunny page. Well, I didn't say bunnies themselves were not, scary. No fluffy white bunny, but we could keep an eye out for it. So we got, for definite creepies, there's like 2 bones here, and then 2 black cats. The raven. These are not creepy, but they're pretty cool. They're sticky notes. I can always use a sticky note. And then I just want to keep her out. I'm going to put her on my clip up here. So I'll color her and put her in Scraps of Joy. So there we go. All right. So, we're going to sort a little bit through this box that the old book was sitting in. Because, I have some, so those can go into the new one. Black tissue paper. Because I've got it, here's a couple of ruffles. I have a sewing machine. I might try my hand at ruffles. I don't know how good I'll be. But we got some ruffles going on. I'm looking for the Stephen King pin. Those should go in Scraps of Joy. I don't know why they're right there. Oh, I found that. Jesus. Okay, those could go in the next sale. I don't know how those wound up in there. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. Ooh, look at that gargoyle. Isn't he delicious? He's definitely got to go in the book, right? Oh, all of that is creepy. Okay. We must have been building a book at some point. But he's delicious. We need to keep him out. Or maybe we'll just keep this whole file right here. Put it with the new journal. Okay, so this stuff is French. I love this show. This should be in Scraps. So these things should be in Scraps of Joy. I don't know why they're in here. So we're coming up with more stuff for Scraps of Joy. Let me just line these up and fold them in half. Become an Insider, Farewell, Survivor, and Confessions. So that's probably for the creepy pile. Okay, we've got another. Oh, look, we've got some fun creepy stuff here that we didn't ever use. Border stickers. Okay. Maybe somebody sent this to me? Or else could have given it to me. I don't remember. When is my next sale? It is on the, we were just talking about this the other night. So I can't be ready by this upcoming Tuesday. I have too much to do to get a sale ready in that time also. Come out. Show me what goodies are in the bag. And I just changed my trash bag too. Okay. Okay, Dark Roses. I'm pulling up my calendar. Little flowery things. Spider webs. Ooh, with glitter even. Some little buggies. Oh, that looks more Christmassy. But I think it's orange, so it's probably meant to be Halloween. Those are cool. Some more black roses, some more. I love the skulls though. Look at those. Oh, that's a sticker. These are stickers. These other ones are just cut out pieces. And I don't mean just like, oh, it's not good enough. I just mean you have to glue those down. Those are stickers. Those are going to be awesome in the new journal, right? Or we could use them as trim in this other journal. So let's put them right up here. Next sale is on the 18th. So, and I'll post a notice. Ooh, we can use our new sticky note pads. So sales for October are on the 18th. And these are Tuesdays. And the 1st of November. Those are 2 weeks apart. I don't think I could be ready by this. Yes, I still do paper sales. I'm sorry, Beverly. Hey, Made by Pam, how you doing? So the sale days for me are the 18th and then the 1st. In those sales will be a little bit of the redo of the eggplant paper. Keys. Okay, I must have been thinking about making some journals. Okay, so we'll put that so it can go for in the new stuff. Oh, we have still have some big planchettes for the Ouija. They're pendants. They're a little chunky. So I found one of these in a place it's not supposed to be. I need to collect these back up. They make one big monster that I want to put in the glue book, but one is somewhere else. And I just saw it, like, it was in one of my plastic bags of stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's just too cute for words. The best hummus. Oh, I must have been keeping that for me. Recipes. Okay, recipes have their own file now. The little ghost. Okay, we don't need that right now. Big apple. So this stuff will be for the new glue book. Although I think we'll probably wind up putting this in the fall thing because we're kind of trying and stick to mostly join us if you dare. Ooh. Stick to mostly creepy. That's Coco's. Ooh. I think this might be a Janice thing. I don't remember, but how creepy is that? We gotta have that. Ooh, some more we are looking for trick or treat. I could use that in my personal journal. Okay, that's gonna go in my personal journal. So, ooh, and the pumpkin too. Pumpkin. You know, we'll put these up here for now in case we find a place while we're working on the journal tonight. So there'll be some of the eggplant redo, some falling leaves, and there should be some coffee and tea dyed paper in there as well for once. Those will go in the new. We have some of those in the old. We've got a black cat. Those are from Kathy Valente. I knew I still had Brooks Creepy Baby Digi. Parts of it anyway. I used parts of it. I gave a bunch of these planchettes away and I still have a ton. Now it's the redo. It is not the old eggplant. It's the new color. What we're doing right now is we're just going through. There's a cemetery picture. We're going through the bucket I kept the old journal in. I'm looking for my Stephen King pen, but also we're kind of organizing for the new, so we can start the new one as soon as we finish the old one. That's going to go in our fall. This is some of Sharon O's mixed media paper. That's what we made the pockets for the front and back on the old one. Okay, Creepy Baby. If you watch Doctor Who, all angels are creepy. That'll probably go in the fall pile. Oh, we still have more digis. I don't remember where these digis are from now. Some of this is from books. There's a hand. A little bit of this part right here would be good. And we trimmed it down or we tore it down. Giant ear of corn. Those will go for the fall journal next year. Some number rub-ons and transfers. Okay. It's Creepy Baby. I think that's from Janice. I think that's part of Janice's goodies. That is trash. Yeah, these are from Janice's goodies mostly. That's from an art piece I have. I shrunk it down because it's for my personal use. I would not sell something with somebody else's, like it was a signed art piece that I purchased. That's cool right there. Oh, we need to cut these costumes out. That'll go in the fall, the cutesy fall one next year though, right? Oh, Janice, I thought I had all your stuff together. And I didn't. I've been missing opportunities to be extra creepy with Janice's goodies. And I still have some piles of stuff to go through here, so we may see. We're probably going to see the stuff from the last sale, some of it one more time. But I do have a pile of it already set aside. Giant caramel apple. I don't know if I'll use that because of the words, but it could be, you know, we could put other things, something in front of it. I just like the giant caramel apple. Okay, we might use some of those today. Wooden skulls. That would be for fall next year. God, I forgot about all this stuff, guys. We've been working in the new bucket so much. That'll be for fall next year. Stuff that's on fire. Part of Brooke's creepy baby did. Oop, there it went. It's trying to escape. Oh, this is one of the books we used. Bury the Dead. We need to cut this edge off though because it's sticky. We use the world's tiniest pair of scissors. I keep sticking everything. It's getting on my nerves. Every time I pull it out, it's stuck to something else. Okay, so yeah, we got a little handprint down there. That's why we kept that piece. Okay. Ooh. We got some regular scraps. And then what would have got me here? Oh, some playing card stuff. Creepy playing. Oh, the little ghost, the little Mormon. I just wanted to use the covers off these and some of the. I think this is from oh, who did I get this from? Aaron. I think this is from an Aaron sale. Aaron Klausner. Ooh, that's cool. And some vintage Halloween treat bags. Oh, we've been missing some opportunities, guys. There is some more of those cards, but those are not the one to build a monster. Those are just from the same game. So we don't need to. Great vintage treat bags. And then some more recent ones. Never too much. I love that. Oh, we got to put that in a book for sure. Guys, we've been missing out. That's empty, so we'll never know what was in there. Oh, I love his ghost in spectacles. Love it. Boo, but coffee first. That's how I feel in the morning. I'm creepy, but also give me some coffee. Oh, come on, get in there. That sticker set did not come from Aaron's sale. I just stuck it in the envelope. So, excellent, excellent. Oh, I love them. I love the art in them. They're so over the top. I was reading one that Els and I were reading them for chits and giggles. And they're so over the top. They're so heavy-handed. And they're aimed at children. I'm like, these are aimed at children. And we got a black cat napkin. So, like, this stuff will go for the fall next year for the fall journal I'm going to make. I want to make me a rock and fall glue book. That's from the Toxic Babes Digi. We've got piles of sand here that it's just in the desert. Oh, no, this is mass graves. I'm sorry. So it's exactly what I was going to make it. Got some, ribbon. It's not silk. Nope, that is silk. See, fall napkin for the fall. Journal. Some bats on parade books. Book pages. Or bats. Bats going to the beach. That's when the bats went to the beach. Which is in which is in the old glue book. Let's see if there's, that's all. And then we got a really creepy horse. Paper with eyeballs all over it. I don't know why that's in there, but it is. Good fall picture. Oh, there's Cinder Hazel. Another Cinderella Halloween story. I used a little bit out of this book. This is the one that's in the medical dictionary part. That's where those images came from. They came from this book. Well, I do have a new book or two. Yeah. Ooh. You can be as slow as you want. I love getting Janice goodies. Take your time. Well, this isn't supposed to be here. Okay, so. And then there's a ghost in my house, which will be for the fall cutesy one when we do our fall journal. There'll still be some cutesy stuff in every one because I can't help myself. But I'm going to try and separate it out a little more into more. That's the Scaredy Crow book. You know, this, you know what I'm talking about. Boo, a Halloween sticker book and story. I love that. I'm going to cut that out and use it in the fall one. Pumpkin pie. Creepy Halloween drinks. Ooh, yeah. Resident Evil. She looks very witchy. Ooh, look at that. We're finding all kinds of good stuff. Get animal bones. Ooh, look at that. Let me check that out. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's get some buggy things, some more rub-ons. A random plastic bag. Some bordery type stuff, so we might be able to use this tonight. So let's put that back here. I hope I'm not boring you guys to death. I love finding old new stuff. Ooh, cemetery. Ooh, that could be creepy for sure. I don't need that. I like you'll never miss them when they're gone. Well, you'll miss them when they're gone. I have not found any more M&Ms. The pirate is our last M&M. When we do the pirate M&M, that's an underwater creepy picture. That will be our last one, unless we luck into some more, or I look up like M&Ms and see if I can find some things to print up. Okay, that's garbage. Then we've got just a pile of eyeballs, because you know how we roll around here with the eyeballs. Some pumpkins. Eloquent Rage. That's a nice fall picture. That is not a happy ogre. And then here was our grungy digital. That was more fun Janice stuff. Toxic Babes Digi. And there's more eyeballs in here. What's this? Oh. Well, these have been squished beyond all reason, so they have to go away. Okay. Oh, whoa. Stuff just flew out. Oh, look at that. These are part of Janice's goodies. I forgot I had this many, guys. Some of the Ouija board printout. That's awesome. These are all of the digis we used before. Skeleton feet. More creepy baby digi. Grungy digi. I think that's part of the creepy baby digi. Ooh, that's a good one. Tarot stuff. Ooh, Dracula. And that is from a magazine of some sort. this is so exciting. I'm shopping through my own stuff. So we're going to put something else where the... Still one of those floating around. Ah, gamer magazines, always good for the creep. There is so much stuff crammed in here, guys. Some of these need to go in my Aries collage thing. Okay, so that's, I wanted to do an all year book, like one time. Just something for me to flip through. Toxic Babes. Okay, I think we've used what we can off that. We found the rest of the Toxic Babes. A little bit of napkins. Ooh, there's some fun stuff in here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Another piece of the... I need to flatten that sucker out. So let's put that further down in the pile and get it. Let it be flat under something. Okay, a sticker book. That'll go in our fall, a kitschy cute one next year. I showed them last night, I think, all the M&M collages. Some of that stuff, which I think I sent that out as part of a Happy Meal one time. There's... Ooh, that could go with our Pirate M&M. Okay, so Pirate M&M. Let's put that over there. We've got a plastic ghosty bag. Just kind of a... I don't know. I'm not as in love with that. It's the Grinch hand with a apple. Okay. And then we've got some where we need really tall pages for that. Some scraps from Brooke's Creepy Baby. That's my sparkly brown paper. We still have some of that. I have a big pack of that somewhere. I ran across it the other day. Okay. We're getting to the end of the bucket and I'm not seeing the... That is a thick, super thick chipboard piece. Oh, we've got some bias tape. We should keep that out for tonight. Okay. Now what's in here? Oh my God, this whole thing is full of images. And some more eyeballs. Ooh, that's a scary image right there. Just not because it's actually scary, but just because it's worrisome. There's some great stuff in here, guys. Okay. So we will have to... Yeah, we missed out on a whole bunch of stuff while we were... There is no shortage of stuff to collage with for this coming book. We're almost to the bottom, though, and I'm not seeing. We need to get this into the new book. We didn't get it into the old one, but I want to put it in the new one. So just some random file folders in here for no reason. Okay. That's just going to have to go away. Oh, and those are from Kathy Valente. Get around to using them. Oh, we're almost to the end here. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, we found some ribbon we can use. It's a great big heavy piece. That's why they're all the way at the bottom. They just went down there. Okay, the button is definitely not in here. I found some leftover paper from the book, though. Some more trim we might be able to use. Some black velvet ribbon. There's some cool pieces of fabric. Maybe we can make some tags out of those. Okay. So let's keep out the fabric. There's some cute little leftover scraps that we might be able to use. Okay, and for now, the rest of this will go back because, well, that was fun. I didn't realize we had that much we could still use. Just when you think you're getting low, shop through your own stuff. I need to find the other card. Let's see about this. You built the monster. I think he goes like that. Or maybe he goes the other way. I guess if you wanted to mix it up and have his arms go up. No, we have all the pieces. That's all the pieces of him. Ta-da! Nice. Okay. So now we do have all of that. So I should clip those together. Let's go ahead and clip those together. That way I'm not, next time I see them, I'm not like, do we have all the pieces for that? Oh, and we also have some of this that we used on the cover, some of this creepy cloth, or it's cheesecloth, but it's already dyed. Okay. Are you guys, did I put you to sleep? That is an awesome amount of stuff, but it needs to go somewhere besides in this basket because it's all getting kind of a fold to it. Okay. Let me put that right there. That's not for right now. Okay, so we have lots of stuff to use. Plus I pulled out a jar of trim. And some of this is stuff I just bought from Elle's, and I have made a big, huge mess out of it. Because that's how I roll. Okay, we're definitely not going to use the pink, but we might use some of that. No pink. So let's pull out any pinky stuff. That might be okay because it's like a purpley pink. It has a kind of creepy sheen to it, right? So we might use some of that. That is burlap trim. Probably not white, though. Oh, I do love that. Oh, I should put that, well, it's synthetic, probably. It wouldn't dye. There's some extra burlap trim right there. Okay, so white pieces are probably a no-go. Although I do have some lovely ones, right? Okay, so no white, no pink. No. It's a little bit of burlap trim. Well, that one's trying to go in there. That's more bohemian, though. So we'll say no to that bohemian trim. Anything that's too happy. Okay, Janice. Ladder trim. Okay, these are all like rainbows type stuff. Okay, that might be good. That's too rainbow. Oh, try and stay on your card though. Oh, that might be good. That's multicolored. Oh boy. Okay. It's purple and white, so that might work. Keep that one out. This is a purple chenille. You can't leave me alone with trim for 2 seconds. Those will all be okay in a creepy journal. Ooh, that's like, ooh. We already have some of that out. That's a little too pinky. Pinky. Black chenille. Oh, that's like a mixed one. That's fun. We're not going to need all this, but I like to go overboard. You know me. Let's try and keep this. And welcome back, Janice. Let's see. That's kind of folly, but not. It's more bright. That could be good. Okay. Let's set that off to the side now that we have a big pile to play with. And then I brought down another bucket. We, of course, have that. Not a bucket, but I brought down it's a bin. So we've got some rickrack. We'll pull out the rickrack. These are Elsa's leftovers when she doesn't like something. Sometimes it winds up in here. Okay, I think that's all I want out of there. Let's see, fabric pieces. Let's see. That's all very boho. Okay, I think we're good for now. We have lots and lots of choices. Let me get a drink of water. Tiny scissors. Big book. Okay, so for those of you that missed it earlier, we did add some buttons onto the cover. We're still looking for our Stephen King rules or rocks. I'm not sure which one it says. And then I'll get some more to fill up the rest of the spine. Well, we've got the Amityville Get Out. Get Out. The carpet from The Shining. It's a super small button. Let me see if I can get it up close enough. But it is the print from the carpet. And then they're coming to get you, Barbara. All right, so we're looking for pages that need trim. So we need some right here. Frankie needs some trim. And I thought we might use the dingle balls, actually, because they're a fun match for him. Of course, now I've got rickrack all over it because that's where it went. Here we go, dingle balls. So anybody have plans for the weekend? Yes. Okay. So actually, yeah. Got the dingable. So right up to just dingle balls. So we'll have to put it in at least one other spot, right? Okay, so let me grab my Fabri-Tac from behind me. Oh, I have stuff stuck in my foot. That's exciting. Okay, Fabri-Tac. Stuff on the floor. And leave me alone for 2 seconds. All right. Lid. We're going to hold it upside down. Wait for it to go. You hope to go to your to mess at your desk for fun. Well, I hope that happens. So I am going to attempt a thing tomorrow. I am going to try a Facebook room for anybody who might want to come in, and I'm not teaching you anything. We're just in the room together. You don't have to use your camera if you don't want to, but you can. But you have the opportunity to come in and actually talk. And we'll store this on its side, but we'll keep the lid on it because we all know Fabri-Tac is the PETA. Okay, we have to scooch some of that up right there. I probably should have cut that first little dingle ball off, but I didn't. Okay, so we got that. Let's see what's the next. We can put a little piece of trim right up here. So let's see, and we do have also our ruffles, so we need to keep out a nice sweet spot for our ruffles if we can find one. What would be a good offset for the red? What about some of that? That's kind of fun. And typically you would not use this type of stuff for that. I'm just doing it because I think it'll be fun. Okay. So I will be, I'll put a thing in the group when I do it. And so if anybody's around 3 o'clock tomorrow, if you want to, if you just want to come in and talk, you can. If you want to come in and talk and craft, even better. Like I said, you don't have to use the camera, but you do have to have a microphone available on your device, because that's the whole point of the rooms. Is it's not a typey thing, it's actually talking. Just to add a little something to the page, just for the heck of it. Yeah, just having some fun. Just, if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. If it stresses you out or makes you unhappy, just say no. Okay, maybe we want a little tab. Let's see about this fun little fabric. Let's rip it down. And then let's trim it a tiny little bit. And we'll make it. So yeah, we're just going to add, this is a little tab, maybe even right down here. Okay. It's just easier to work on if I turn it this way. So we're just going to put a little glue on the edge, on each edge of the fabric. Actually, we'll do the whole thing and then we'll just fold it over onto the page on each side. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to work on. Just be something. Maybe a creepy collage, since we found all kinds of new creepy fun stuff. I had to get that stuff organized somehow, you guys. I need to get one of those plastic zipper top pouches like Dee Dee uses. That would probably be fun. I like my little plastic ones with the snap tops, but I need some ones that'll hold 12 by 12 stuff. And ultimately, I would love to get about 5 or 6 project boxes to keep stuff for, you know, this for very specific projects. I think I want that to go in just a little bit more. Ultimately, that is the goal. It's a little bit longer than I meant for it to be, but that's okay. We can always trim it later with some pinky shears when it's dry. The little robot guys? Oh, yeah. Those are super fun, right? They were just a cutesy element. This book was a mix of cutesy and creepy. We had a lot of fun with it, or at least I did. I hope everybody else did too. We'll probably trim that down just a smidge. Although it's not sticking out any more really than the tab, so maybe not. Maybe a little rickrack on the edge there. Let's put a tiny little bit of rickrack on the edge, just to cover up that I made it wonky. That's right, I said it. Wonky. We're going to hide the fact that I made it wonky. You want to get yours pared down and off the floor? I don't blame you. I'd like to have more stuff on shelves. In like, I just want to divide it roughly into various bins. Like, you guys have seen my creepy plastic bin that I got from like the dollar store, right? One of those dollar stores. It's orangey and it's got circles on the sides, and the top is tangerine colored. Well, I have a couple like that. There's like a lime green one ish. Okay, we're going to trim a little bit of that off. So I like to have more of those on some shelves. It generalized, you know, this is creepy stuff. This is summer stuff. This is, and then I could take down the bin and pull out what I want, you know, go through it off camera, preferably, so that when I come to you guys, I'm a little better prepared. And I'd like just some of those 12 by 12 clamshell type from the craft store ones. And let's go ahead and put some over here as well. As long as we're doing it, we might as well We might as well keep it all the same. Give it a little more of a finished edge. I'll turn it around here in a second. I'm just trying to measure but it's wonky crooked. Because I'm always so disorganized with you guys, and you don't seem to mind, but it makes me feel like you know, on the struggle bus. And I am. I probably, because I do so much collage, I'll probably always have more than what I can fit in like a chest of drawers. But I could certainly get it better organized. And because I also want to, oh boy. Uh-oh, you guys. I misplaced the lid. Oh, there it is. I see it. We got to keep the lid on the Fabri-Tac, otherwise it glue bubbles all over the place. Glue boogers everywhere. I didn't get some down here on the end, even though I thought I did. Because I feel like I live like and this is the reason, is that because I live and work out of one room, I feel like I'm living like a hoarder. But that's just because my whole life is crammed into one room. Now, I will say one of the things that bothers me is Els will come in here and look around. And she gets that kind of judgy look on her face, like you need to get rid of some of this shit. And so the point I keep making is your craft stuff is all over the house. You have a whole house. Your bedroom is just a bedroom. You have a dedicated craft space. You have space in the garage. You've got stuff in the living room. You have a whole extra desk. That desk I used to be at out there is also filled with her stuff. So you can't come in and look at my stuff like, you have too much shit. And I do. I freely admit I have way more stuff than I need. I'm a crafter. What am I going to say? Okay, so that's cute. I like that with the little orange on the bottom. And it doesn't start any further than anything else, so I'm not going to trim it. Later, I'm not going to do it. So we're just looking for places where we can add trim. Not every page or even every other page will need some trim. I feel like I want to put something right down here. What should we put? Not that. What about maybe some of that? This is a 2-wrap trim, so let's do that. Just for something a little fun. And then we're gonna have to twist it a little bit. It's starting to come untwisted. So and I know she doesn't she's not mean about it. It's just, but I feel, because I feel like it's too much stuff. But then I think about, if I didn't live in a bedroom, it wouldn't seem like all that much stuff. Like, I had way more than this in my apartment, and it didn't seem like, too much when I lived in the apartment, because it wasn't all crammed into one space, So that's kind of why I'd like to have it in the bins. Because even if sometimes they weren't stacked on shelves, if there was just a spot in the room where there were 4 of them stacked up, that would be okay too. Yeah, I feel you on that, Amber. Oh, that's nice, Janice. Well, all of my personal papers, like the dyed stuff that I do is in the filing cabinet, but the rest of it isn't. Like all of my scrapbook paper and all of that stuff, not in a filing cabinet. And Els has a set of cubbies out there where she has hers. I think it will be okay to flip this Maybe we'll give it just a second. It's a little tacky still. Because we're definitely going to put some trim on this little beat up green page right here. I'm trying to push it back far enough for you guys to be able to see it. Stick in there, you guys. Okay. Where to go? Yeah. Let's just let that dry for a second. Nice. Yeah. I have some of it in bags and some in those plastic snap shut stuff. Ooh. So, and I know as crafters, we are always looking for better solutions for our storage. That's like half the videos out there, isn't it? Okay, that doesn't feel quite so. So we want to come here to this page. Put something, maybe we want a little ruffle down here. Have some of our ruffle stuff. Is that too much? What's under there? There's nothing. Do we like that? Do we like this one better? There was a third one. Ooh, what about that one? That's our ghosty ruffle. I'm gonna have to cut it, so hopefully that doesn't unravel the whole shebang. But when I'm working on stuff, literally, my bed is covered in piles right now of the serial killer stuff and stuff for the new glue book and stuff for the old glue book. And I start to feel a little claustrophobic. But I don't want to get rid of anything because, I've worked so hard to curate the collection I have. I don't just want to willy-nilly be like, well, I don't need that anymore. That's going to stick out a little bit, but that is okay. And you know what we might do is just put the other half on the back side. Because, let me see. So that, I think, is holding pretty good. So now if we flip this over, I think we could just put the other half. Well, it's slightly less than half, or more than half. We're gonna have to cut another little piece off, which is okay. I think that's good. It'll be a little bulky, but I have 2 or 3 plastic drawers on wheels in my attic. And I took an old one from work. Took the wheels off. Ooh, nice. See, before I can start jelly plate, I really want to start jelly plating and get, start to learn about it. Because I really don't. I understand the basics just from watching videos. But I think it's one of those, yes.
Here's your stuff.
Hold the phone. I got Fabri-Tac on the go.
Whoa.
You know what happens if you don't keep track of your Fabri-Tac? Glue buggers everywhere. Okay, hold on. What do you think? It's kind of bulky, but
no, I like it.
I like it.
Okay, so here's your stuff.
Oh, maybe there's stuff I want to use in here. Ooh. Oh.
And your shame.
Ooh. Oh, seriously? It's for her project. That flowery thing I bought. She's like, it's like a porn magazine. Here's your flowery shit, you creepy broad. We can't even talk about it. Now I gotta write on it, flowery shit. And I don't even know if I have a pen.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
It's underneath all the floofy stuff. Can you write flowery stuff on it? Could I talk you into it? I don't know. It's now under all the things.
You are the one person on this planet
Uh-oh. Oh,
that I swear to God,
what?
I believe when you go, I just can't find a whatever it is.
I had two.
Sure you did.
Nope, that's a spatula.
I'll go find a pen.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Would you like a Get Out Amityville pen? I ordered two on accident.
Aww.
It's lonely.
Is it lonely?
Yeah. Look, did you see the spine? Oh, you haven't been watching, huh? Because you're busy invoicing.
Stop.
What'd I do?
Your pink scissors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the right way.
Oh, I like it.
I can't find my Stephen King rule sticker or pin yet, but I figured they're not that expensive. I could get 5 or 6 more.
Is that your book?
Yeah.
Where's your don't make me let go of my flying monkeys on your
My purse.
button? Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's not a horror movie.
Well, all right. I'm gonna go.
Pink scissors. Oh no. No, I got it.
I'm gonna.
Thank you, nice lady. I swear I do. I have pens. Okay, so we might use some of these stickers. Look at what I got in her sale. Here's Kitten. She put stickers right in the middle of them. Okay, let's take them off before they're stuck forever. Right away you can pull them off, but if you don't pull them off right away, forever, man. These are so fun. And that's for jelly plating and other stuff. Oh, my total is $10.50. Well, I should probably keep that one. Expensive today. Okay, let's put it right here for when I look. I put the total there so I remember.
Ooh.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you want some Edith Holden to go along with that?
I have 2 books down there.
Oh, okay.
They're living in the corner of shame.
Oh.
What? I have a plan. You know, I'm making some nature journals in the spring.
I know.
I got a whole thing.
I know.
It's my flowery shame.
I love you.
I get it fixed. Uh-oh.
What?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about...
I'll hug you.
No. You'll knock
See?
over. Look at all the stuff you knock
refrain from
over.
hugging you because I love you.
What do we do? No, just stop.
I was
Stop.
waiting for it to.
Well, eventually.
Is that pastel cardstock?
Yeah, I'm going to dye it. I'm going to tea dye it.
I might have had a heart attack there just a little bit.
Spring is coming. You know that, right?
Spring is in the air. No? All right, I'm going.
Now you do need to get out. Just get out.
I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a lot of crap, isn't it? Been pretty bad by now since I've... Uh-oh. Well, you can't blame him. We worry too, Janice. So that's fun. I love these little spider photo corners. I can't even. Okay, I'm sorry. Total sidetracked. Off the rails completely. Okay, so far, I'm trying to get that to dry straight so it's not all wonky. Let's see. Now we've got our yeah. Yeah, she's up there.
Okay.
I gotta run her through I'm gonna come and borrow your mini one. Just run her through a piece of paper, see what she looks like.
I just wanted to make sure because I handed him and I went, go give this to Amy. And he went, okay. And then, blah, 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 blah.
He did. He came and I wasn't in the room. I was in the garage. And he put it there and then he ran off going, I left something in your room. And okay. I said, okay.
Okay.
So are they not coming this weekend then?
No, it's Red Weekend. They're at the fair.
Oh, okay. He was here at like 9:30 this morning.
Because he got busted.
Doing what? Oh, he's not allowed to go, huh?
He didn't get to go today.
What do you do now? Do I need to mute?
No. He got up this morning, went downstairs, got himself breakfast.
Yeah.
Alex came downstairs, and she was going to take everybody out for breakfast.
Oh.
And she asked the kids if they were hungry, and they were all like, yeah. And then she looked at the kitchen, and she saw there was a bowl in the sink, and she went, well, who had breakfast?
And he lied.
And he lied about it, which she still would have taken him to IHOP.
Right. But
All he had to say was,
mitigate what he ate already with what he might get there.
well, the other thing
So he
had to
doesn't
say
stuff
was,
himself to the point of illness.
all he had to say was, oh, I had a small bowl of cereal, but I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
But instead he lied about it.
Oh, so
didn't
he
get to
got
go to
dropped
fair
off.
today.
Well, then why did he come over and we fed him cinnamon rolls and what the fuck is that shit?
He just doesn't get to go to fair.
I know, but he still.
No, that's like the 3 biggest days of the year for them.
Is he going tomorrow, or does he not get to go at all for?
He's going to try tomorrow.
If he doesn't mess it up again.
Exactly.
He's a handful sometimes. He's at that age, he wants to be a big kid, but he's still a little kid.
Sandy, bless her heart, put up with him all day.
Yeah, I saw them in there making gnomes and stuff.
And they were in there making gnomes and making.
Because I would have
bombs
murdered
and-
him about halfway through, and then we would have had to hide a body, and
She
Alex
was-
would have murdered me. 2 bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, could have been a thing.
So,
But we would have had some really nice patches in the grass.
Well, if you cut me up in enough pieces,
We could spread you out.
you could have a whole nice lawn.
All of Mike's bare spots.
Yeah, just fix that right up.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to help out even when I'm
You're helpful.
been murdered for.
Even when you're being mulched.
Okay. You got, and a bad hip. Oh, ouch. Sorry. But that poor Buggy, he can be the sweetest kid, but he will lie. Bless his little heart. He's just at that weird age where he doesn't know what to do when he's been, when he's done something he's not supposed to, but he doesn't realize he's done something, he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't go, I'm going to eat breakfast to screw anybody's plans up. But he can't just say, well, I've already had some, but I would still eat more, like an adult. Well, I did eat something, but I'm a fat lady. I can eat again. But he could go, I'm a 10-year-old kid. I could definitely eat again. So, we got a little spot down here where we could use a little something. Bye, Pam. Thanks for coming and spending time. I'm sorry it wasn't that exciting. Ooh, should we put some trim on there? Maybe. No, because it's going to bulk up that. And I already have problems with getting that without. Okay, but we could put something right here. Just right down here. What do we want? It's the Joker page. Where'd that other fabric go? Here we go. Stay. Okay. So we got this fabric too. Oops. He's just got to get over that. You're not going to get in trouble just because you did something, and you're not going to get deprived if you have already, Oh, I lost the fabric. I just want to shake him a little bit sometimes, I'm looking for the fabric on the floor. I dropped it. There's lots of other things down here. Lots of bits of stuff. Good Lord. Okay, so we'll just cut another piece of that fabric. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just going to glue some little fabric pieces down. Right? A couple of different kinds. Lots of strings. Just for something fun. Okay, I think we left enough for another little tab. Okay. Maybe. Let's see. If we just put... we layer it kind of. Okay. Not terribly exciting, but a little bit of fun stuff, right? Oh, 10 years old. And I know the instinct is just to lie because you think you're going to get in trouble for something. But most of the time, he wouldn't get in trouble for whatever it was. Or he might get in trouble, but not as much trouble, you know? He might get his Stearns talking to instead of, for some of this, definitely he wouldn't get a Stern talking to for eating breakfast. Because we're always on him about it here. They always forget to eat and then they get cranky, you know? Wait, is this the middle piece? No, okay. But his natural inclination is to, you know, fib. And then he gets in trouble for more for the fibbing than for whatever it was he did. You know, because once you've ate the thing or used the stuff, what are we really going to do? We're not jackasses. Well, please don't do that again, you know, or ask first. But he makes it worse. By just straight up going to, maybe that needs to be, turned a little more this way, just a wee bit more. And then we'll put a tiny bit of glue right here on this other piece of fabric so it won't be so floppy. And yes, they are 10-year-old children of any age. It's not just boys. They are some hungry people. And they get hangry real fast. You got to keep those little suckers fed. And that's the thing. If he would just tell the truth, it would be so much easier to... I struggle with being around him because he just fibs for no reason. There's literally absolutely no reason for some of the stuff he does. I think I'm going to need another piece. I think I'm going to square that up a tiny bit. Love him to death. Oh, but he can be a handful. Most of them grow out of it, though. They do learn that, yeah, they're going to get in trouble. And yes, I might be mad in the moment, but I never love you any less. And lying to me gets you in more trouble than just admitting to what you've done, you know? And I think most parents are like that, you know? I'm not 100% in love with that, but more or less that was the thing I was hoping to accomplish. But yeah, if I could just get... So I've got to put aside some money from the next sale to get a few more storage bins and get my shelf cleaned off so that I have a place to put them. Well, I always feel like for them, it's like we're trying to ruin their lives. There's a little part of it, especially for teenagers. You're just trying to keep me from having fun. No, you dumbass. Why do you think we know what you were doing? We've already been your age. We've all done it. We're just trying to spare you the trauma, but they got to learn on their own, don't they? So that's the little ugly thing we made. But apparently they had a good time at Ren Fair, except Buggy, who had to be here. Okay, there's a little spot right here that we've never been able to fill. Maybe it's something that we just got today. Do we have something? How about we just put a little skull on it? Do we put a little skull on it? On that paper? I think I just like the black skull. Now I'm gonna add some glue to this though. Hey Mary, how you doing? Is work over or are you on another break, hon? And yeah, Sandra did keep him occupied all day, which I will not do. I'm not an extra built-in babysitter. I'm not that nice of a person. You invite the grandkids over here, you agree to take care of them, that's on you. That is not on me. You have 4 minutes to go. Yay! Almost over. There we go. We get glue stuff everywhere. No, you'll have to stay up there till after I'm done. The little price taggy thing that tells me how much I owe is trying to peel off my computer. Nope, just stay there till the end of the thing. All right. So now that doesn't feel so bare right down there. And that's the kind of stuff we're looking for, is like completely bare spaces. I feel like I want maybe some washi tape. Maybe we want some washi tape right there. Here we've got our skull and crossbones washi. And then you know what we'll do? We'll rip it in half and we'll put 1/2 on each side. Not because I'm cheap, just because I think it'll look fun. I'm afraid to just rip it because that it won't work. I'll wind up with a bunch of tiny pieces. Yeah, she made him cinnamon rolls, and I think she felt bad because he didn't get to go. And yes, have a very safe trip home to your new housey house. Yay, Mary. She finally got a permanent place for her and her son, and it is awesome. They're still settling in, I think. I love to see good things happen to good people. Mary works so hard. Okay. There we go. Do glue stick palooza. Okay. Yes, I'm making a mess all over myself. This is a true thing. There we go. I guess it would have helped if that had been on. So we just took some of that skull stuff and put it there. Okay, what's next? We could for sure put something down the edge of this page. Maybe some big, we've got that big rickrack. So maybe some of that right here. Oh yeah, I think I like that. Notification block in the chat box. Oh no. Ah! Don't do it. Don't do it. Fudge. Right, I gotta go open you guys in a new YouTube window. I just shut the window like a dork. Okay. And luckily backstage unaffected. So you just have to open your YouTube up. So we'll let it do its thing. And we'll keep, maybe I can get the, let's push this up here. And we'll put some Fabri-Tac on the, maybe we'll put some Fabri-Tac on the rickrack. But honestly, Sandra seems like the kind of person that likes kids, and they're not my favorite people. Not Elsa specifically, but children. And I raised mine. I'm kind of over it. I'm just a lot less patient than I used to be. Okay. Oh, I stuck it to myself. Awesome. All right. Here we're going. And you can judge me if you want. I'm not offended that I don't particularly care to spend time with children. I heard that. Okay. Go to my channel. Okay, we're trim a little bit off the top here. I have orange fuzz stuck to my fingernail. Just glorious. There we go. Okay. Now let's roll this down and click them all live. Okay. Let's see what's next while I'm making a mess over here. Okay. I don't blame you. Don't get me wrong, I love my children, but knowing what I know now about myself as a person, it would have been better for everybody involved if I had not had children. I was not a bad mother, but I was not as attentive as, some people are. And I don't think I got as much joy out of it as some people do. So we've already got some sparkly rickrack right there. Nice. So we got some nice yellow. Do we? Or maybe. Well, that could be fun. We already used some of this, I think. for another color of it. I think that could be fun. So let's double that length and just, that way it's a little fluffier. Do you love your own kids? I think that sums it up for me too. I do. I love my own children, even when they're being little jerk faces. And then sometimes they are, you know, all kids. But, and I love Elsa's grandkids, but I don't need to see them every weekend personally. So, you know, there's that. But they're here for the most part every other weekend. Now, this probably means they'll be here next weekend, because it would be unusual for them to skip 3 weekends in a row. So let's smoosh this down. I have a rubber spatula somewhere. You'd think I'd just use it, right? No. Ooh, purple dingly balls. There are some purple dingly balls in this one. And I am going to go ahead and let that hang down off the bottom, because this is probably never going to stand up on its edge. It's probably going to lay down on its side, because she is over 3 pounds, but not quite 4. Your ant material? Yeah, that's about the size of it, right? Drop them off for an afternoon, or I'll take them to lunch. I don't want them for the whole weekend unless it's a super special occasion. Like, that's the kind of person I'll come and take, you know, or I'll come over one night and cook them dinner. But I don't want to, because, and the honest thing here is, there's not a lot for them to do in this house. There's really no children's books here. There's coloring stuff, but it's adult oriented. Buggy and, no, not Buggy. Dude and Shaylee have their own art boxes, but they don't use them very much. All that there's really to do for them here is watch TV and play video games. And there's only so much of that you can do. And ultimately it turns into Punch-a-Palooza, because they're kids and they're bored. Okay, so we could definitely something here, right? So we have this little bit of a book binding. And, you know, okay, but not on that page. Maybe this page. I just kind of like, it's just a little bit of a book binding, but it's, you know, it's fun. And I'm at this point in my life, I refuse to be ashamed that I just am not a kid person. I admire people who are, because they are like amazing. You watch them with kids and you're like, man, that's awesome. It is a skill or a gift, I'm not sure which, that some people just seem to have in spades. And I truly admire them, because I do not have the patience for it for the most part. And I recognize that's one of the ways that I'm kind of a shitty person. I don't wish children ill, though. Like, I don't want to trip them and make them fall downstairs and shit, or, you know, wish they'd be dead. But I just don't want to, be responsible for the care and feeding of at this point, unless for very specific periods of time, you know? Yeah. Not those grandkids, no. They would expect to be fed and watered while we were out, even if we were just walking around the block. And I'll be honest, they don't enjoy my company any more than I seem to enjoy theirs. So there's that. Uh-oh. I think I might have dunked my... No, it went onto the side. I've lost a bobbin of trim. Okay. I think I want something that sticks out over the edge a little bit here. So let's find, let's put it here. Oh, there's my big pair of scissors. Okay, so we've got this that we definitely want to use coming up. But I want something that hangs out to the side. So what do we have? We are on a tea-dyed page. So how about some of this dusty kind of pinky purple? Okay. Now I'm actually gonna, I'll use that for something later. That's the part that was wound around, and so it's not flat. And I don't want to mess with it right now. Okay. So this is a little elasticy, so we want to not stretch it out while we decide how much we need. Okay. Do we want to layer it with anything else? Let's see if I can manage this. Hold the phone. I've got the creepy cheesecloth. So I want to fold it in half this way. And then in half this way. And I'm not going to cut a strip off. There we go. Kids are like dogs for me. Not like, I don't mean that in a negative way. I like them in small doses, and I want to give them back, you know, when I'm, like I said, a weekend is too long for me. But like, I think Sandy could totally be like an awesome nanny or something. She really, she worked with him today to make gnomes. She was patient, kind. I got to give her props for that. Because they were making those, yarn gnomes. So I think I might put 2 layers of this and then that other trim on top. So I'm going to glue this down first. Kids and animals. Carla, you just have that vibe. And then you're like, how does this happen to me? Some animals like me. Small dogs seem to like me a lot. I think that I demonstrate that I am fairly afraid of large dogs, but I got bitten when I was younger by a big dog. Like, I was just walking down the street and it had got loose from its yard, and I came running by and it nipped me on the leg, and I had a scar for the longest time. But it wasn't very deep, so and the owner was very apologetic. And I'm also just not really a dog person. I'm more of a cat person. We grew up with cats my whole life. We never had a dog. Mostly because my mom didn't want to clean up the poo. And I'm glad that we didn't now that I've lived with dogs. They are awesome. They are loving and amazing. But it's like a toddler that never grows up. I don't have that kind of patience. Oh, Gingy does love me. Oh, she's a very sweet lady. Super, super sweet. You couldn't hope for a nicer person. Okay, now we're going to put that other trim on here. Look at me layering and stuff. But she's had a pretty hard life, so it's amazing that she stayed that sweet. Because I don't know, in the circumstances she's been in, that I would have been that sweet. That it would have come out of it and been that sweet. Whoa, and there goes my scissors again. Butterfingers. I gotta get in here and vacuum. Oh, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just suck it up. Hold the ironing board. Oh, wait, I think I found that piece of fabric. I did. I just want to trim a little bit of this off. There we go. Okay. Okay, we gotta let that dry for a little bit before we turn the page. So we'll give that a minute. I'll read the chat and see if I missed anything. Well, I've been around snakes and pet rats and hamsters, fish of all kinds. And before I got here, and cats. My first in-laws had dogs, and I didn't like any of their dogs, and their dogs didn't like me. But they weren't very well trained. And they were kind of medium dogs, medium to the large size, and they were very barky. Very, very barky. Okay, I think that's good enough not to stick on things, and that too. I kind of like that. I'm going to save more of those pieces, I think, in a little baggie because they're very schmutzy. But I like the way that looks on there. That little bit of the book binding, I'm going to keep more of that. Who did I see that was doing that? Oh, I watched somebody and they had maybe Sagita. I think maybe it was her. It was not an American person, but I think it might have been Sagita. I don't mind snakes. I don't want to live feed them, though. I'm okay with the frozen dead rats and stuff for them to eat. I don't know if I'd be okay with live feeding, outside of bugs, maybe, for a small snake. Because, you know, I've had hamsters and rats as pets. So I don't think that would be bueno for me. Okay, that's all of these pages are right up close to the edge. We could put something here. No, we can't, because that is a person and a biohazard. And if we put something there, we will be covering up the head. So let's not do that. Okay, we can put something here, though, on this little trim right there. So how about that's a pretty creepy picture. This is my son's art. This is Liam's art. Well, the problem honestly is not usually the animal at its source. It's the humans. The animal has not been properly raised and trained. And that's not technically the animal's fault. Too cutesy? What do you guys think? Rats live a little longer than hamsters, and they're more interactive. Never had a guinea pig or rabbits. I know rabbits bite, and that's part of the reason we didn't have any. But Liam went to boarding school for a while, and the boarding school had rabbits. He really wanted to raise rabbits a lot. And I'm sure he maybe, now does. We aren't in that much contact. He's having hard feelings. He doesn't think he had a good childhood. And I'm like, it could have been worse. Sorry I couldn't afford, a full set of Copic markers and a car for you. It's not the kind of budget I have. Just check in with your dad. I think I kind of like it. Yeah, and they need to be properly socialized with other. And there are some factors, but by and large, I find that if an animal is not well behaved, it's often the owner has not. Either they don't have the time because they've taken on a pet in an apartment and they have to work all day, or because they just didn't know better. And a very few people, it's deliberate. They want the animals to be aggressive. And then some of it's just neglect. People get pets. They don't really then discover they're not really pet people, which is a shame. Because animals deserve, good homes. And I'm with everybody. I don't agree with abusing pets in any way. If you take an animal, you have to be willing to. Like parrots live longer than some humans. Guinea pigs are very sweet, but they don't like to be handled as much as rats. Rats don't mind being handled. So as long as you don't have a biter, rats are better pets when you have like 5, 6, 7-year-old kids, because they want to hold the guinea pigs, but the guinea pigs don't necessarily like being held very much. Well, I think the same goes true for sometimes with children. You think, oh, I'm going to have a kid and it will love me forever. And kids are a lot of work. You got to give up a huge chunk of your life. That's why I get so kind of mad at Liam when he's very disparaging of my parenting. Like, you don't realize what people give up to be parents, to be good parents. And for you to tell me that because I didn't have enough money and you didn't live the life you wanted, that I'm a shitty parent is not really fair. It won't be something that he understands either until he has to take care of something like a dog that's fully dependent on you, or he has children of his own. Yeah, I like guinea pigs because it's an animal and you get familiar with it and you love it, but they're not needy, in the way that some animals can be. They're not that all hamsters aren't. There some animal, it's with all animals. There's a range, but by and large, hamsters like to be in their cage. They're kind of homebodies in that way. Well, so I had to go back in my 30s and tell my mom, I'm sorry, I was an asshole. You were right about a lot of things. We want to put something here, definitely. Maybe it's time for another tab. We have this stripy fabric. Let's make a stripy fabric tab. And I'm not going to say I was, the perfect parent, but I wasn't the worst parent. Nobody got beat. Nobody died. The lights were never turned off. There was always food in the cupboard. That's not really big enough for that spot. Okay, let's save that we're going to save that for another spot. I want something that goes over to at least the whole tab. What do I want? I'm going to fold this down briefly. Look for something in my pile of stuffs. Oh, how about another? Okay, we got pumpkins, and what's the other? We have one other. Oh, how about the polka dots? We got polka. We got orange with black polka dots. If I do that, we're going to cover up the word secret a little bit. And what's on the other side? Yeah, I think we'll do it. I'm going to cut off this bit at the top that's a little wonky, though, because it's not laying the way I want it to. Or it could start at the other end, couldn't you, dorky? Okay, but we're going to trim this side down just a smidge. Let me get my big scissors. I know this is probably a big no-no, but ooh, it's so accordion-y. Okay. All right, so let's needs to be cut right about there. Okay. Oh, dwarf hamsters, they are cute. Guinea pigs are larger than I like for a rodent, and some rats can be too big for me too. But by and large, I found rodents to be good pets. I shied away from snakes because depending on how you feed them, um, they can get quite big, and they live for a lot longer than most people think. Snakes have a pretty long lifespan. Okay, so we trim that up just a smidge. And so taking on a reptile is a long time commitment. Tortoises, some of the smaller turtles don't live that long, but most turtles live a long time. So when you're taking on a tortoise, you're taking on a long time commitment. The same with a parrot. And I love the idea of birds, but well, that's interesting. There's two. Okay, we're just going to do the top one, and we'll let this one be big and fuzzy. We won't trim this one. Oops, I did it. I pulled it loose. Okay, we're going to have to do something else now. And the other piece is definitely not big enough. I was just trying to stretch it out a little bit. Okay. Okay. That's definitely okay. So the other side's just going to be the other ruffle, and I can repair the ruffle on my sewing machine. We'll just use the other ruffle now. Oopsie doodle. We all have moments. Okay. Yeah, I would try not to take on a pet that. Same with ferrets. Ferrets are awesome. They're trainable, but they need a lot of attention, and they can be chewers, which can be bad if you live in an apartment. And they can be biters as well. I worked with a lady. She was my boss. Absolutely adored ferrets. They always had two because they need company. I think they get lonely if they're not in pairs. So they had two girls, and one of them was just as dumb as could be. It would run into walls and stuff. And they weren't very old, so it's not like it had a health issue or anything. Okay, I like that. That's fine. It's different on both sides, but that's okay. Okay, so we're almost to the end of this book. Okay, I have so much stuff. Okay. So we got something there, something there. That doesn't need anything, I don't think. But I do kind of want to add this burlap piece. So let's just add it right down here. Oh, that's too bad. Both Ginger and Ozzy, the dogs here, are super sweet. They're both rescues. And they both have some issues. Ginger is a little bit of a food hoarder. And she's very shy of people touching her hindquarters. And Ozzy is just the most timid dog ever, but incredibly needy. He needs lots of attention. He's not a good walker because he gets scared. So you can wind up Mikey, who was his owner before Mikey moved away to Kansas. would take him someplace, would take both the dogs, would go walking with them, and he'd have to call and get a ride because Ozzy would get scared of something. And he's a big dog. He's a Labrador. He's a black lab. And you can't carry that home no matter how hard you try. I've always wanted to have chickens. The problem with birds for me is I lived near somebody that had birds. Like, I always loved the idea of getting a bird because they can be so fun and interactive depending on what you get. I wouldn't want a very big bird. But I lived near somebody who had birds, and they were so loud. Even not in my house. I'm like, oh, dodged a bullet on that one because that would have drove me banana pants. Okay. I think we may have exhausted all the places. Oh, we can put one here. On this last tab, we can do something. What do we got? And we can only do it on one side, so we had 3, didn't we? Yeah, and I used, where's the, I don't think we have any big pieces. So we've got that, and I screwed up the other piece. I wonder, no. But you know what I could do? And since it's messed up, we could just take the polka dotty fabric and put it on the, I don't mind that. And then maybe add some of the burlap trim to it. Cut that down just a smidge. But I also know that chickens are loud, so you're allowed to have them in Las Vegas, but I don't see having chickens and dogs in the same yard. And we do have a tiny yard here. But someday, I hope to move to Washington or Oregon or someplace that isn't here. I've kind of set myself, and this is very sad because I have a tiny budget, kind of a 2-year time frame to start saving up, because I do love Mike and Els. But he's 7 years till he retires. 5 to 7. He can retire in 5, but he gets better benefits if he stays for another 7. So, and I don't really want, I kind of muffed that up. Oh, well, it is what it is. So how about some of that right in the middle there? Yeah, I'll do that. Because they've given me kind of an open-ended invitation to live here. But eventually they're going to want to, like, Mike has dreams of living in Tennessee and Els does not. But they're going to decide on a forever home eventually. And I don't see them wanting to have to take in housemates when they make their retirement plans, That's for them. That's their quality time after so many years of working. I just need to clean the top off this before I... And it's wonky, but I like it. Smaller birds are better. They had, I think they had 2, maybe 3 birds. And they used to hang them outside, and then when it was nice during the day. And boy, could you hear them then. But even inside their house, you could hear them. And that would drive me nuts. Maybe you get used to it. Okay. And that's the end of our trim. So we put our buttons on the spine. We never did put in another bit of that. We never did really put in another So let's see if maybe we can find one more place to put in a tab that isn't on a tab. There's our first one, double-sided. I like it. There's our little down the side thing. So let's see about where is a good page to put a tab. Okay, and there's our multiple trim one. I think we could still add stuff to this page if we found some more Rosemary's Baby. We put, and then we put this. I'm definitely saving more of that stuff. I've thrown so much of that away, and now I'm like, oh, I could have been doing stuff with it the whole time. Okay, so that first tab is down here. So what if we put one up here on this page? Nope, because we got word right there. Okay. What about here? I think we could do it here. Okay. So let's see if we can find our piece of fabric. And we've stuff everywhere. What do we do with the fabric? Not that fabric. Okay, well, there's a little tiny piece. Or maybe not, because now we don't know where it went. Did I put it over here? I did. I put it over here. Okay. So we've got two pieces. I think this is the piece we want. Just a nice little tiny tab right about there. Oh, that's like really close to that tab. And in the same position. So maybe we go middle of the page. What's in the middle? A guy's mustache. What if we get past here? Is there any place over here? What if we just put one at the top? We'd cover up a little bit of an eyeball on the other side, but we never really put anything on the top. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Just a fun little tab at the top. It did cover up an eyeball, but such is life. Okay. I think we're good. I think we are good. Oops. Here we go. All right. So that's what it looks like from the side, from the top. All right, you guys, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. I've been holding it for a while, but my bladder's like, if you don't go now, you're going to be sorry. Tiny bladder sucks. Okay. So it's a little sparse on the top, huh? Yeah, we have hard water here, so it's full of minerals too. Mike pre-treats the water. The fish are very spoiled here. Mike's fishies are extremely spoiled. So what do you think? Do we need a couple more things on the top? The side's looking pretty good. We get all kinds of stuff on the side, but not very much at the top. And we don't want very much at the bottom. It's okay if some of this stuff is hanging over, but I think we could use a couple more top thingies. Okay, so we have the little piece. Maybe we could turn that into a tab. We have this piece here. I think we used up all the other fabric. And we have a little bit of this, so we could turn that into a little bit of a chunky tab. So let's see, where can we put? So that one's almost all the way to the back. So let's find something. Probably not right next to this page, but let's see, maybe something right here. Because we're not really covering up anything else on either side of that. So let's do this little chunky bit right here. Little chunky bit. Thank you. All right, Amber, thanks for coming in. Good chat. Hope you get some good rest. For sure. Have a lovely weekend. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And then we're going to fold it over and make us a nice chunky tag. And if it's wonky, it's wonky. Always lovely to hang out with you. Okay, so now we're going to need one kind of over here, and then we can see, we need at least 3, right? At least 3 doodahs. What if we just put a little line on here of the creepy cloth, and then maybe a little orange rickrack. Okay, so we gotta. If you guys are bored, we can quit at any time. I'm just doodling about. And don't worry, we will get to the creepy baby, even though we didn't do it today. Creepy baby will still be a thing. Remember, all the creepy things are an ongoing project. The Baba Yaga is only waiting until we have enough stuff to begin. Okay, so let's do it like that. Because not being live won't stop me from gluing stuff in this book. Yeah. Ooh, I made like a really... Okay. This is very wonky. Oh, so we're going to have... It's wispy and willowy. Let's see. We may fold it back on itself and add this piece too. So, yeah.
From the Carla to the Hags.
Ooh. Ooh, the moon glows in the dark, you guys.
It says.
What?
That's what it says. I have no idea if it actually.
Well, I don't know how old it is. Martha Stewart. Quick. Oh, no. It's under the...
Yeah, not going to happen.
Don't touch anything over there.
Yeah,
It'll fall on us.
Yeah. We'll both be in here in a craft lunch.
That could be real ugly.
Put it under the off light for a second.
I just blinded myself with the packaging.
Did you? Yeah.
I looked right into the light.
Thank you so much. Both of us. You got a twofer on that one.
Yeah, it does.
It glows. And now she.
Thank you, Carla. Oh, we're using that for sure. That is made of awesome. Okay, we need glue. Oh my God. Hey, Neener, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That corrugated paper that came in my DD box. So yeah, and that the DD box was a little bit of market research and just a little bit of, hey, that's scraps of joy right there. Well worth the money spent. And did you like to do a little bit of, it's shopping, it's just a fancy name for shopping, but it's good to see what product out there because I don't want to put out something that somebody's already, got a good strong thing. But I also think there's, room for more than one person to be doing something. I am never going to be on the level of Dee Dee Willingham. She has mad drawing skills in addition to her collage and reverse collage skills. I could never hope to compare, but my thing is just about having fun. You got to have fun. Love what you do. Do what you love if you can. Not everybody is fortunate enough to be in a position to, mostly do what they love. A lot of crafters on YouTube are very lucky. And partially, some of it's they have spouses that can support some of what they do, or at least while they were, developing their little. So we're just trying to bulk this up a little bit. Do I what? No, I did not retire. I got sick. And now I live on a tiny, crafty, What I make from my paper sales and my Etsy shop is what I live on. Which is why I rent a room in somebody else's house. Okay, we did double up on that page, but I think that that's a good page to do it on. Because his head was cut off anyway. And we're creeping up our coke ad. Okay, so now we need something farther over on the page. And we need it to be maybe right in here. What about this picture? That's got movie posters on the back. That's got movie posters on the back. Okay. We have to find something soon or we're... Okay, this page is a good one. As long as we don't affect the flippy-do. The flippy-do. So we already used this piece of fabric, so we can't stick that in there again. And we used the polka dots, so I think we have to go with this one. All right. So I'm going to turn the book this way a little bit. that black tissue paper. I think I put that back in the, I may have put that back in the bin. I'll have to see, or it might still be under all this junk. Come on, squeeze. Okay. So we just don't want to affect too much. So we can put it lower on the other side, but we have to make it like that here, so that we can still, yeah, that's not going to interfere with the flippy uppy thing. Okay. It is a little wonky, but that's everything in my life, isn't it? Okay, now we have at least 3 places where it's, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I like that a little better. I think we could go with something right about here, maybe. Okay, what's on the back side of this? I think we'd be okay with something right there. Now we need something that we have already. Not. Oh, and I want to put that in there too. That's that black velvet. Nope, that's not the black velvet. That's something else. Let's see. What do we have? We don't really want to do any more spooky fabric. We already have polka dots. We have to wait till later. Oh, and we didn't use any of this trim either. Lost a resident Monday. Aw. Aw, that's sad, Nina. I don't know that working Monday through Friday 8 to 4:30 is spoiled, but it is bankers hours for sure. Oh, it's hard. End of life care is hard. The people who excel at that are just, beyond amazing. I think I'm going to put that there. That is truly a gift to the people that do that. I don't know how you would do it and not have your heart broken constantly. And they remain compassionate and available. It's pretty amazing. So there are some plans coming up for Darkwood Sanctuary, to kind of fit into my 2-year plan. Oh, that's too bad, Nina. I'm sorry to hear it. Okay. So that adds a little something. Maybe I should put some dingle balls at the top, and that would be something else, right? Dingle balls at the top of this page, maybe? Let me flip this over. I'm getting my weightlifting workout in here. So across the top here, I think we'll put a line of dingle balls. Hey, Sabrina, how you doing? We're finishing off a glue book. We're adding some trim and other stuff. I think I'm going to need another bottle of fabric tack soon. Oh, boy. Soon meaning in the next, couple weeks, not like tomorrow. I have a lot of projects to work on, and Fabri-Tac's going to be used in some of them. I'm going to spread it too thin. I don't want to put that down into the curve because it'll make it's already bulky in there because we have so many tip-ins and tucks in the journal. Sounds like you had the day from hell right there, Nina. Well, the alternative isn't all that much fun, so yay for still kicking. Okay, I want to let this sit for a second before we close it up and see how it looks. But I think that might add just a little something, a little more stuff at the. I don't want to put a bunch of, and I could dig out black lace. I do have some floating around. Maybe let me check this bucket over here. Maybe. Ooh, what about this? That doesn't stick up very far though. Let me see if I can find an end. What about that? Maybe some of that. Okay, let's see where we would put it first. Let's feel this and make sure it's not. Okay, that doesn't feel tacky anymore, so. I'm looking for a top where I can add, or we could go on either side here with some of this. So let's go ahead and do that. Oops, that's a good color. Okay, so we're just gonna turn the book around this way now. With chocolate booze or both. Or a good hug, or a good hug. Now, I am not much of a hugger, but sometimes people just need a hug. And for somebody to say it's all going to be okay, Because in the end, it will be. We can't give you real hugs, but we can tell you that we would hug you if you were near. Even me, who's not a hugger. Sometimes it's just necessary. All right. Now let's see what it looks like from the top. Well, that's a little bit more fun. Now we're seeing a little bit more stuff sprout up in there. A little bit. All right, so let's get into this bucket and see if we have something that's a little wider. Now we have that, which is very stiff, but also very wide. I have that, but it's very thin. Digging through the trim. We have some of that. Ooh, we have some of this. Okay. Oh, burnout's no good. You got to take time out for you, even if you don't do it on Saturday. You got it. You do have to take care of you. It's important. You can't give to others if you're, running on empty, so to speak. Okay, so I'm thinking about some of this, which I got from Owls. I don't know where to stick that. No jokes, please. Okay, let's put it right here. Or not. Okay, that'll work. Let's find a spot. We need a spot that's fairly wide open at the top. Okay, what about here? Yeah, a long shower can do wonders. Okay. So we go, hold on. Let me cut the piece to size first. This little bit is starch, so we're going to cut it off. And then we'll cut a piece more or less to size. Okay. And then we're going to put the pin back in that so it doesn't go bananas and wind up all over the place. And then we're going to see about freeing the trim. I'm going to get because it's supposed to be fringe. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Some mega fringe. And that's true. Carla's right. If you don't vent, you just build up inside you, hon, and you can explode or have a very there are issues. If you don't vent, it's not healthy. Keeping that all bottled up inside is not good for you. It's not good for your stress. It's not good for... You're a better employee when you get a chance to just let off some steam. And that's everybody, not just you, hon. We all need, even in our personal lives, we all need... Oh, that's going to stick out nice and far. That's going to be awesome. And Carla's right. We are all a message away. Each of us may not be available all the time, but we are here for you. I want to make sure there's quite a bit on here because this is a thick trim. It's some kind of upholstery trim. And we got it at the Savers. No, the Goodwill. They had a whole bunch of different stuff, but we got this one. We got a couple. This one and one other, I think. Check that out. Now that sticks up. Ta-da! We could always trim down the fuzzy part here a little bit if we wanted to. But look at that. I kind of dig it. And we've got all our... I think we're good. We have a chunky monkey. There's our big girl right there. From the top now with the crazy, crazy mohawk. And from the side. And we're working on our button spine. I got to find my Stephen King rules one. And then we're going to get a couple more. And finish that out. But we're done with this one. I think. I don't think we can manage to stuff anything else in here. We'll flip through one more time and see if there's any place else that's just begging for some trim. Oh, I'm sure it was not funny while it was happening. I'm sure you had some pretty evil thoughts about Pinky. Freaking cats, man. I could totally see Harry doing something very similar because he can be a butt sometimes. So I don't know that we need to add any paper clips or anything to this one, but we are still going to make a boho, a creepy version of boho beads. Love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We did a little thing right there. So I'm thinking we're good here. I think we've got more than enough trim. We don't need something on every page. I think we've got enough to keep it interesting. So I think I'm happy with it. As I'm flipping through, I am pretty happy. All right. So there's what the side looks like from the back as you go down the layers and stuff. Probably. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you need a day off to decompress. That cat, she baked a cake for her coworker. Oh, gorgeous. Devil's food cake. great frosting in a nice Tupperware, a vintage Tupperware cake saver. Put it on the counter. That little shit knocked it right off the counter. So she woke up to a chocolate-covered kitty and a cake all over her kitchen. She probably spent chunky monkey. There you go. She is a chunky monkey, but she's beautiful. I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm happy. I just want to finish off the spine, though. But for all intents and purposes, she needs some charms down here. And she needs the rest of her buttons. But she's done for all intents and purposes. This is a 2.5-year odyssey, let's say. Love her mohawk. Oh, you're welcome, Nina. We're always here if you need us. And you're always welcome here. Always, always. Okay. So, how are we doing time? How much time do we spend? Oh my God. Why didn't you guys say anything? Oh, yeah. Scream into your pillow. Punch your pillow. Well, or a pillow. Okay. So, yeah, a little work on the spine and a few charms. And I'll show it off when it's all completely done. But I think we can call this one kaput. I think if we add anything else, it'll be like that. It's just wafer thin. She'll go, and that'll be the end of it. But she's wavy, and look at all her waviness on the bottom, like all the pages that are wavy from the gluing. And I don't mind that. I do not mind that at all. I think it's a sign that the book has been well used and well loved. She takes the negative and gives Podges. You could just run out there briefly. Or put your hands on the earth, that's a way to do it too. If you can't stand out there in just your feetsies, you can put your hands down. Yes, definitely. Food can be grounding as well. Eat some good, yummy, hot food. And take some deep breaths. Do that 6 deep breaths thing. Just slow and slow. Hey, that's okay. Delivered dinner is the best. No effort. Minimal cleanup. All right, so I hope you guys weren't too bored while I was over here playing with all the stuffs. I am super happy. I'm going to find her a name. I got to think on it a little bit, maybe meditate on it. But she needs a name. She needs a creepy, spooky, Halloweeny name. Oh, yeah. Never. Try not to lock yourself out. And especially if you live in a house. That's a terrible thing. We have lots of pieces and parts. We've got a new book almost ready to go. Oh, maybe that's what we can do tomorrow. If I can get it trimmed up tonight and sewn in, we could start in the new glue book tomorrow, guys. That could be our Saturday thing. So I will be live in a Facebook room. I will put the notice in the group, about what time. I just have to, it's 3:00. It'll be 3:00. So I'll probably get in the room about 10 minutes early because I've never hosted one myself. But I can't wait to start the new one. And I am super happy with how this lovely beauty turned out. Super, super happy. I need to wipe her down with a little rubbing alcohol. There's some little glue spots and stuff on here that'll come right off with just a teeny bit of rubbing alcohol. And I may put a little bit of trim around the edge or on the bottom. I might add, I have this that I just pulled out that I'm absolutely in love with. Not that little bit. But this, I'm thinking about adding some of that to the bottom. I kind of like that. So I may do that. You just can't stop it. Wavy gravy. All right, so let's wrap this shenanigans up tonight. That is over 3 hours of hanging in the hollow time. 3 hours and 10 minutes to be precise. Thank you guys so much for holding steady and hanging out with me. I was I've been, every day I feel so crabby, you guys, and I feel so bad. I stayed in my room most of the day today because I just feel cranky. But when I get on here, you guys, it's uplifting to be here with you all. So, however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bright blessings and joy, or hugs and hisses and joy to you all. Bye, 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 bye. Facebook rooms tomorrow at 3. I'll put a notification in the Darkwoods group in case you are available and interested. If you are not, that is okay. I will craft my brains out by myself. That is the end. Good night, Janice and Nina and Carla and Christine, if you're still around, and anybody else who's out there lurking away. The end.